I'm bored.
How can you be bored, Norm?
Retirement. It's boring.
By the way, I really like your new t-shirt. Ooh.
Another trip to Giant Tiger. Led Zeppelin. Gotta love that, haven't you?
It looks great on you.
So we're going to talk about making retirement not boring. And we've got some ideas for you. And like our last video, we're going to rapidly go through them and give you a ton of ideas.
But before that, if you are new to our channel, we are Tina and Norm. And if you like what we're talking about, we would love you to subscribe and give us the thumbs up.
So team, what do we got? How are we going to make retirement not boring?
Well, I think, Norm, that people have to realize that you've got so much more time on your hand, which can be fun. Remember, you've now got no schedule. You're sleeping better, so you need to fill your time with stuff to do.
Sounds terrifying, team. That's the biggest problem of retirement. You've left the stress of the workplace behind.
Yeah.
You've left all your friends behind in the workplace because now you're retired, they've forgotten who you are. Stress levels have gone down, but you don't have any structure, any routine. That's what employment gave you. It gave you a system to work. You had to get up, get ready to go to work. All that's gone. So what we're suggesting is the mundane stuff will fill a relatively large portion of your time, like going to the grocery store and getting food and medical appointments and taking the car for an oil change, all that good stuff. That's a small portion of your retirement. Now you've got to find things that will stimulate you, don't you, T?
Absolutely, you do, Norm. I think one of the big areas is you're also going to be looking for new friendships. Those people you used to work with, they will disappear really quick. So you're looking for new ones. So one of the places that we are familiar with is you probably have local senior centres nearby.
Oh, aren't they just for old fogies, though,
No,
T?
no, they're not. Don't be put off, Norm, by that, thinking everybody's old. They're usually, yes, for people 55 and older, but they offer so much. Most of them have restaurants where you can go and get a cheaper lunch. A lot of them have lectures that you can go to, and a lot of them have keep fit places like gyms, and you can go and do things like that.
So they're a centre of activities,
Yes.
basically. So we have one in our town.
Yeah.
We'll be honest, we're not part of it. We've
No.
never been to it, but
No, we haven't.
we do know people that do.
Yes.
So they go there and they can get a lunch. There's a chef that cooks in there, restaurant quality meals, and they're very reasonable. You can go learn to dance, do Latin American dance or stuff like that. So, and painting, crafts, and all that good stuff. So that would be one of the places that would be high on your list if you're genuinely struggling to find interests in retirement.
I think another place too, Norm, and nearly everywhere has a local library. But don't just think that they're full of books. They're not. They're full of so much now. They have videos, they have computer areas where if you don't actually have your own computer, you can go and use theirs. Sign up for things, go and get courses there.
And you can get your DVDs or movies, TV shows. And also they have magazines, so if you don't want to be buying the magazines, you can go and read there. Plus, it's a great clearinghouse for activities as well, because often there'll be advertising activities going on. Our library, they do courses because they have meeting rooms, so you can go and learn computer, how to set your iPad up if you're new to that, or stuff like that. And once again, if you're in somewhere where you're learning about the iPad, you're in amongst other people with a
Mhm.
common interest.
I think one thing too, Norm, is that a lot of people, when they retire, they actually have a lot of skills that they possibly could offer and help other people, don't you
Yep,
think?
very much so.
Um,
So you might have be a senior manager
mhm.
or have had some particular skill. Well, how about mentoring somebody in the workplace, somebody who's just starting, or maybe a local entrepreneur that's just starting a small business, where you could give them
So,
tax advice, bookkeeping, sales advice, marketing, um, and you can do it for free.
yeah.
And it would be so rewarding for you helping somebody and sharing your knowledge.
I think that's a great idea, Norm. And you mentioned there about if you have sort of skills in the tax department, what we've heard
Hmm.
is that a lot of people are, I guess it would come under passive income, but they're starting actually doing the taxes for other people and they're charging for them. But so they're doing something that they have that knowledge to do and they're getting a little bit of money on the side as well, which is great.
But if you don't need
Yeah.
that money, then you can volunteer to help maybe some older
Yep.
seniors do their tax returns for them for free. And once again, it's giving you human contact, which I think this is what it's all about, really, is human contact. It's so easy to say, go get a hobby, but
Yeah. There's a little bit more to it than that, isn't it?
there is. And
Yeah,
so what we're saying is you've got to keep your mind fit as well
yeah.
as your body. So I'm very much into photography and video. So I read up about new cameras coming out. We've had to work out how to light ourselves and the ratios and it's all good stuff
Hmm.
that keeps you stimulated and keeps you uh, alive.
I think along those lines too, Norm, is very simple things like doing crosswords or doing the Wordle.
Hmm.
Norm and I do Wordle after breakfast. We grab a cup of coffee and we sit
Yep.
down and we compete against each other for Wordle. But the main thing is that, as well as the fun of competing, it's actually getting your brain to work and you're constantly learning new words and
That's
new
right.
things. We have a lot of fun with that, don't we?
We do. The other thing we've come across, which might be useful to you, if you're in a university town or a college
Yes.
town, we've noticed that more and more of these universities have centres for lifelong learning aimed at people 50 and over, where there was one in the University of Kentucky is offering for $50 you can become a part of this lifelong learning center. And they do special interests, they have get togethers, they have trips that they plan, and it's all around stimulating and education. And let's face it, we're going to learn to the end of
Mhm.
our days.
I think we just found out about this, didn't
Hmm.
we? And we think this is amazing that something locally, perhaps on your doorstep, that offers so much for such a small amount of money that how can you afford, A, not to do it? Because it's a
Very much so.
great idea.
So, all the old
Yeah.
ideas like volunteering, mentoring people. There's another really great program where you might have new Canadians or new
Oh, yeah.
Americans
Yeah.
coming to your country without the English skills that they need. Well, oftentimes they just need somebody
Mhm.
to talk to in English that you can listen and give them gentle pointers. But how about if they're Spanish speakers? You could trade that you could speak Spanish to them on one day and they speak English to you on the other.
I think that's a great
It
idea,
really is.
isn't it? It's really good idea.
So retirement can be boring. It can be deadly, just sat on the couch,
Yeah, it
eating
can.
yourself to death, watching soap operas. Let's not do that.
No.
Let's find things to stimulate ourselves, get out of doors, look after your health, get on your bike or just buy a pair of walking shoes and get
Yeah.
moving.
That's one of the cheapest, easiest things to do, isn't it, Norm? Just going for
It
a
is.
walk, get out in the fresh air.
And Tina found swimming in retirement. She
Oh,
really, really enjoys that.
I do like
And the
that.
nice thing about going to the pool is
Yeah.
she meets the same people going at regular times, and there's social interaction as well as the physical
Yeah.
keeping fit. And
It's great.
it's just perfect. So you really should be creative and find those stimulating opportunities because retirement can be long. It can be a long, long time.
So you do need to find things to fill your time, don't you?
And there are
Yeah.
so many things to do. It's just there's not enough time in the day for us.
And we would love you to put in the comments what do you do in your time? What have you found in your retirement that's new and exciting, something you couldn't do when you were working?
Exactly.
We'd love to hear all about it.
And if you like these type of talks that we do, one of the big things you can do to encourage us is to hit the subscribe button.
Yes.
It really helps our channel find new people that we feel would like to hear about some of these ideas.
And there is also that like button, and if you can just like the video too, it increases how our videos get shown to other people.
So we hope that everybody is keeping well.
And staying safe.
And until the next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.